Good Saturday morning, this is Steve, and just pulled up to a different part of Lake Nockamixon. I've been here before, and I've had various success at staying on a trail as well as getting lost. Last time I ran this loop was about 5 miles. I don't intend to go that far today. I am looking for a shorter, maybe 3. So let's get these apps started. Let's see, we'll quit that, that. So describing where I am, this is on the opposite shore from where I normally get going. This is called Quarry Trail, Q-U-A-R-R-Y. I'm going to take it to the right. So get my timer going, though I don't know if this is going to be all that helpful, because there is a bit of, to the left, there's a fork right away. I've taken the left part of the fork. It looks like a trail, and then it quickly disappears. And the next thing you know, you're swallowing cobwebs. We did that already once this week. So this is marked with a red patch. I think this goes down to the right, goes down toward the lake. Gets pretty rocky in spots. That kind of skirts along the shore after you cross over Old Bethlehem Road. So it's all downhill, I think, at the beginning. The time is 7:15. Skies are really blue today. Humidity is down and the temperature is around 65. So really, really nice conditions. And I need to start by giving a thank you, shout out to our friend Kevin, who identified my need for a scoosh band. You can hear I'm still fairly close to the highway. These cars go whooshing by, it's noisy. So when I was at the trail on Monday, I think, and said that I used my extra shirt as a rag to wipe the sweat, he had a better solution. So I'm wearing the scoosh band on my right wrist for wiping the brow. So thank you so much for Kevin. Thank you so much, Kevin, for that. It was very kind of you. Came in the mail yesterday. My wife says, "Who do you know in Ohio that you're getting a package from?" "Oh, I know who that is." Well, this sure is a easy start to the trail. in one sense, since it's all one decline, but you're having to watch, since it's such a good decline, obviously the water carries away the topsoil and reveals lots of rocks. We're going to ignore the timer for the moment. Really am having to pick my way around roots and rocks. Oh, we'll go ahead and do the walk. It's getting steeper. The last time I was here, I had the lake in sight, still a bit below me. The last time I was on this was about a year ago, I'd say, and I had come upon a part of the trail where you turned and suddenly there were trees all blown over, probably from Superstorm Sandy back in 2012 or so, 12. So it's Saturday the 20th of August. Time just keeps speeding by as the one more week until school starts for Anna. I think Wayne starts his full-time job on Monday, 23rd. Alright, I am a really nice view above the water here. No good, let's see, I have a choice. And no red marks. Either to go to the right, down along the lake, or up and into the sun. I'm going to go up. I know I'll get down around the lake eventually. Oh, another choice. Well, there is a red mark. So unfamiliar with this side of the lake. So I guess I'm running an upper trail along the lake, as opposed to what I could have been. I do see lots of poison ivy. So I'm gonna walk more to skate around. Oh my goodness, where am I going? Yeah, I think I should have turned left. The path gets a little narrower and poisonier. We don't like poisonier. I deal enough poison at home. The other side of the lake, the poison isn't so bad. well, the path is wider here. And seemed more traversed, but suddenly it's getting overgrown with grass and heading up the hill. So probably not going to pay much attention to my timer today. Because we need to walk the hills, like Carlos says, and run the downhills and flats. And I think there's a good downhill coming up. That does take me down to the lake. Well, let's see. What else is going on today? Well, since Wednesday, when I last podcast, my wife had made biscotti. And she had been led to believe it was difficult to make and takes all day. And it took all morning. She said it really wasn't hard. She's also been canning tomatoes and salsa. She said this was nothing. So she has gifts in the kitchen. And we just got a good batch of tomatoes yesterday from Jay Wildemore, since our garden isn't producing. And I suspect some of that will turn into more salsa or pizza sauce. And her pizza sauce recipe gets used on stuffed shells, eggplant parmesan, and sometimes pizza. Alright, we've crested the hill. So the biscottis, one has lemon and orange in it, so it's a citrusy flavor with chocolate on the top. And the other is more nuts and dried fruit. Too steep of a downhill. But let's get going. Just don't trip. Another fork in the road. They all say quarry trail, no bikes. I'll just continue straight. So, while I am aiming to avoid sugar, especially, and carbs, I have made an exception and not crazy while these homemade biscotti are in the house. So this morning I dipped those biscotti in a nice strong cup of coffee. Oh my, so good. Alright, I'm crossing some sort of access road. This is kind of as I remember. Crossing that access road and then getting down to the lake. The cicadas are our company today. Little parking area. There's a road. Let's see, this is the end of Old Bethlehem Road. There are, well, there's a block of the road, and then there's a couple of dirt movers of the John Deere and Komatsu variety. And I'm trying to find, where do I pick up Quarry Trail? Like, where do I pick it back up? Nothing evident here. It looks like they might be building a home. Guess I could have parked down here if I wanted. Let's see. Ooh, beautiful bright sunshine on the water. But really no place to go. More of a fishing spot, I think. Yeah, I'm staring out at the lake toward the east. The sun, having risen, is shining down, and there's a little fog above the far end of the lake. But I need to figure out where to pick up the trail. Well, I'll do that. I'll search for the trail and then get back to you. Alright, had to double back a little. I think I found the trail. Not very well marked. It is near the spot that I was looking at. Right now I am ducking under and over trees that are blocking the path. See if I can get a shot of that. All right. Okay, I have picked the off the beaten path. I've got who knows what sticking to me. And as far as vegetation goes, some little tiny something that's going to be a lot of fun to get off my shorts. It's like Velcro. Now I've got a nice, keep running through spiderwebs, raspberry thorns, hopefully no poison, but I've got a spider busily working. I'm going to do my best to avoid disrupting, but here's a picture. Right, picture taken, and a little duck. I wouldn't want to run into that. It's about face height. It's not something I would want to run into. Alright, keep running into... speaking of running into things at face height. Alright, I definitely am not on the intended trail. something with a thicker hide than mine. It's meant for these trails. Raspberries are one thing. Oop. Thorn bushes are another. Oh, that's another spider web. I think I need a machete or maybe a sticky. There we go. Something to swipe at the cobwebs before they hit me in the face. All right, the path opened up. Oh my goodness. Thought Monday was bad with the cobwebs. All right, this is adventure. Here's a cedar tree across the path, and more trees. As I said earlier, the timer is going to be largely ignored. Let's see. Come to a choice. The choice is a tree blocking, forcing you to the left. All right, that one is not for crossing, but there's no real path here. Until now. Here we go. Yeah, this one actually is the end of push dirt, and I see somehow I'm back on a real path. A gravel one, as you can hear. Well, I'm not sure where I was supposed to have gone. Let's see, going on the up a little. Looks like I've got a choice of continuing along the lake or head up. And because I don't want to wanting to over it today, I'm going to head up, which I assume will direct me back to where I came from somewhat. So we'll walk the up. So Carlos was commenting recently about adopting the phrases of each other. I'm sure I don't have any. So we have the norm pronouncement of my name. We have up, and down that Carlos initiated for Graham while running. And I think he said, that's all I've got. Can't remember if that was attributing Jim to Kevin's phrase or Kevin to Jim's phrase. Don't think I've got anything original to offer. And my shoes are free of all of these little stickers, but my shorts sure aren't. And my shirt, my LL Bean neon lime green, nicely goes with the Scoosh band Kevin sent me. And it seems like you can tuck a key into that Scoosh band. The sweatband portion of it seems to have folds. Most of the pictures online showed people holding or wrapped around their fingers. Just scared a deer up ahead. He's not afraid of little stickers. He just makes his own path. Walk right here. I'd love to turn left. Really thought I was going to start heading back, but the trail is not doing that for me. I'm thinking I'm nearing the decimated woods from the storm. Yeah, the last time I said I did 5 miles on this loop basically because I couldn't figure out how to get back to where I was going once I were to backtrack, and as you might guess, I haven't come through a clean way to get where I am. Though, if I backtrack, I might be able to find out how to. It's part of me that loves the adventure of trails that are overgrown like that. But it's not the kind of walk I would take my dearly beloved wife on. She'd be, I'm not sure what the nice way to say is, cursing me for taking her on such a path. Grumbling. Yeah, this keeps taking me further away from where I want to go. It's going to make my path much longer than I intended. But we really don't have plans for today, so never did get to that part. So Margie made the biscotti, and I had one of each this morning with my coffee. So good. So biscotti dipped in coffee. Especially if it's nice, strong coffee. And then today, there is up in Bethlehem something called the Veg Fest. It's a vegetarian and vegan themed festival. Bethlehem is full of all kinds of things. Really some nice, they've got Music Fest, which was recent. They have, I think it's in September, the Celtic Fest, I've never gone, but they have Celtic games, you know, like throwing trees, that kind of thing. I've got the red paint here, it tells me I'm on the right path. I just want to turn left. But I know I'm coming up on the tree graveyard. So she would like to go to that, the Veg Fest. I said, sure. No urgent things around the house. I did a lot of mowing yesterday. A little bit of mowing out front could be done, but that's not much. Bathroom needs to be cleaned. And that's about it. So she would really like that. Also, my wife and daughter are going to visit a college tomorrow. So I need to make sure the car has sufficient oil. Probably needs to be changed. But might just opt for sufficient oil. Safety zone. Unlawful to discharge any firearm or archery equipment. Shoot at anything, chase anything, blah, blah, blah. So I think this is safer than the other side of the lake, which a part of the trail that I normally run on might be state game lands on part of it. However, all right, I think I will pause while I continue to look for a left turn. Okay, I'm crossing a familiar looking gravel path. If I turn left, it either goes back to where I came or it dead ends. Looks like there's construction going on over here. The path I was on goes straight across this road. I was trying to see if there's a way out. There's an electrical line. Lots of trees that have been cleared. But does the road continue? That is my question. Appears not. Shoot. All right, I guess I continue where I was. I lost again. Actually, there's a paved road ahead of me, but it looks like it goes the wrong direction. It goes away from me. So, back to the adventure path. And the joke's on me again. The path I continued on takes you to the paved path. Now I can cross over and continue on my wild ride, but we are taking the newly paved, beautiful blacktop to who knows where. Alright, we'll report on that when I find out. Okay, I think I'm back on old Bethlehem Road. This will take me back to where I got into trouble. So we're walking along private properties to my right. And park to my left. Okay, well, at least I know where I am. More or less. And what I know is that I'll have a lot of uphill walking at the end. I would love to see a good marking of that trail. Obviously left wanting in spots. Maybe I'll run across an access to it off of this road that, hope that doesn't come after me, just was further. As long as that dog barking doesn't get closer. I think it's getting further away. Walking through all of that path, that overgrown path. It's very dewy this morning, so my shoes are nicely soaked. And besides that car, I just have the chorus of cicadas. Okay, well, there's an alternate old now Quarry Trail, that when you cross it on Old Bethlehem Road, it turns into Old Mill Trail. So I think at the beginning I had taken a right turn to go along the lake. This is very steep. Now I got a choice here. I guess somewhere before I get to Old Bethlehem Road, I need to go north. Let's see. I want to go back to where I was. So I'll go south. No, wait. East and south? Yeah, south. I still have my stick in hand for clearing cobwebs, but I think I'm done needing that. Now this should hit the path that I was on at the beginning. I'm just curious to see where I ought to have turned. Another private residence. Not really expecting to see one there. Okay, I recognize this choice of trails. So when I initially came down, there's a place where it forked to the right, to the left, and just before that fork was another path to the left. For future reference, I think that path to the left is the better choice. That is, if you're not wanting to get lost. I wasn't really looking to get lost today. Ooh, nice. Gotta take a shot of this. Nice. This looks over part of the lake, the surrounding hills, just wildness. Unfortunately, there's clouds in the background, which, you know, if I didn't tell you would look okay. But it's really the cooling tower of the nuclear reactor in Limerick, Pennsylvania.
Activity completed.
What? Oops, thinks I took another wrong turn. This one? Yes, started going along the lake again, but with the lake on my right. At this point, I need to be going with the lake on my left. All right. Get myself righted again. Back to the rocks and tree roots. And I started right. And a deer poop on the path. Up, and it's not just a curb. It is up. Okay, made it back to the car. Why didn't we get lost? Yeah, I don't think I've been on this trail once where I haven't gotten lost to some degree. So at least my third time. All right, well, this is Steve. Saturday morning, a bit more adventure than I was intending, but you know, it's always fun to adventure. Now I've got these nasty little prickly things I need to not carry back to my house. I don't see that happening. Not sure what I'm going to do. I'll get home, take these things off, and then just peel them off little by little into a garbage can. So I don't want these things growing around my house. Thank you. Yeah. So the report from that was, toward the end, I've had some pain in my right foot. Around the ankle. It reminds me of my mid-foot sprain 2 years ago I had. And it was after that mid-foot sprain that, after rehabbing, I think it was as I started running again, that I eventually found Carlos podcasting. So, somewhere around there, I'm not sure. So, this is my little discombobulated talk from the north side of Lake Nockamixon today, Saturday, August 20th. So enjoy your extra miles, your ups. That's all I've got. This is Steve. Take care.